Geo-inquiries, what are they? What is new with them? In putting social studies in its place, you guys looked at geo-inquiries, and while they've remained relatively the same, there's been a few changes to them. We'll go over those in this video. Just a refresher, geo-inquiries are short, standards-based lessons designed to introduce classrooms to the capabilities of GIS. They follow the inquiry model of ask, acquire, explore, analyze, and act. There are numerous subject areas, including United States history, world history, human geography, math, earth science, elementary, and American literature. Some of those, including math and elementary and American literature, those are more recent additions to the geo-inquiry process. A few tips and guidelines for using geo-inquiries. They are designed to be teacher-led. When we show teachers geo-inquiries, one of their first thoughts is, and usually one of their first statements is, my students will not be able to do this. Well, they're not designed for independent student work. They're designed to, introduce a concept or remediate a concept or kind of sum up a concept within class. I always find it best to print out the directions and teacher guide. This allows students to focus completely on the map that you would put on your projector within your classroom. You can design extension activities around the pre-made map. You're not limited to just what is specified within the geo-inquiry sheet. And as I'll show you as we look at an inquiry, it is possible to save the content of a geo-inquiry map to your own folder by using the Save As feature. And once you've saved it, you can actually add additional layers and modifications to your map. So if we go to the geo-inquiry landing page, it will take us here, and we can see that we have options to choose from: U.S. history, elementary, as I said, math, American literature, world history, earth science, human geography, and advanced environmental science. Now, for the sake of time, I've already opened up the American history tab, and you can see here is the table of contents and of the inquiries available. The one I selected is Native American Lands, 1819 to 2015. If you click on this right here, it'll bring up a PDF of the directions. Like I said earlier, always print those out. It's just easier than toggling back and forth between the two screens. And you can see what curriculum standards they align to. The purpose of the activity, is to explore spatial patterns of Native American lands in 1819 and the decrease in size of those lands through current Native American reservations. These are 15-minute activities, but you could always extend them. You could spend an entire class utilizing this map to look at, land patterns and how Native American lands have changed through the course of history. Here are the questions and the overview. Remember, the answers are provided, and so that's why you probably don't want your students to kind of see this sheet. It would strip away some of the discussion within your class. To get to the map, you just click right here on this hyperlink, and here's our map. And it comes up. I've actually I've turned on a couple of layers just so you can kind of see some of the interaction and functionality of the map. And one of the layers is Overland historic trails, and you can see here, just by clicking on the show items layer, I can see which trails are which, right? The Cimarron Cutoff, the Mormon Trail, the Oregon Trail, etc. Now, what if you wanted to use this map? You like the information here. You like some of the layers, but you don't like all of the layers. How do you go about modifying this map? Well, one of the first things you will need to do is actually sign into your ArcGIS organizational account. So if you click on sign in, and once you've signed in, you'll get the option to save. Let this map refresh. And you can see as it refreshes, it actually refreshes back to the default view. So if I click on content, I can turn back on the layers that I was interested in. So there we go. And now from here, to use this map for further activities, you would just click on save, and then you would select save as. And it provides a default title, and you can see copy in there. And you just hit save, and then this will appear within your ArcGIS online content folder. Now, if you're going to extend your activity, please remember to credit Esri for making the initial map. we certainly want to pay strict adherence to copyright guidelines as well. But you're not, you don't have to enhance those activities. These are great standalone activities, but there are ways and there are times that, a map is great, but you want to talk about something, some other aspect that isn't presented in the inquiry. And so saving that map and then going on and adding other layers, which we're going to get to later on in this module, you can really craft a good, solid lesson around a ready-made map and just putting in your embellishments and your enhancements.